Hello friends, I am stamhankar. I welcome you all to my channel Essentials of Management. On this channel, we will have discourses mainly about industrial safety management, occupational health, behavioral based safety, and some basics of popular management techniques like 5S, Kaizen, TPM, lean management, etc. We will have about 40 plus discourses on industrial safety management, about 24 plus discourses on occupational health, about 15 discourses on behavioral based safety, and probably equal number of discourses on the various management techniques. From today onwards, we are going to have a series of discourses arranged in a logical manner. Firstly, we will start with the discourses on industrial safety management, and through it we will try to understand the problem and solution of industrial safety. I am very sure that these discourses will be very helpful to the students of Advanced Diploma in Industrial Safety, students of Operations Management, practicing safety officers and managers, and operation managers as well. Please do not forget, share, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So friends, let us start with the series of industrial safety management. Right now we are going to have discourse 1. It is part 1 of 4 discourses which is about awareness of safety. In this discourse 1, we will discuss about understanding the problem of environment, health and safety, and how the safety problem is all pervasive. So let us start with the slides. Now friends, there are 3 important issues or problems of industrialized society. Now you know that since last 300 years, we as a humanity are progressing as an industrialized society. So 300 years back, we were the agrarian society, and after industrial revolution, the mechanized industry started. And why we call ourselves now industrialized society? Because almost 25% of humanity is dependent on manufacturing industry for their livelihood. Now there are small or big industries in all the corners of the world, and we are churning out thousands of products through this manufacturing activity to satisfy our demands and necessities. So what we do essentially when we manufacture products, we convert natural resources into products and services by means of different processes and operations. These products are manufactured to suit our needs. Now the thing is that this manufacturing activity has created a typical man, machine, energy and material, particularly hazardous material interface. We will understand this interface in the next slide. Now, this industrial activity has created three complex problems and critical issues. They are industrial safety, occupational health and environmental degradation. Now, the mind-boggling speed of industrial progress is making the issues more and more complex and severe. Friends, through this series of industrial safety management, we will look into industrial safety. Through the series of occupational health, we will look into the problem of occupational health, but we will not go into the details of environmental problem. Now, let us understand the problem of environmental health and safety. Now, see this graphic minutely. So, there is a triangle. All the three vertices of the triangle, one vertex is machine, second vertex is material and the third vertex is energy. And there is man at the center. So, in manufacturing activity, what we do or what a human being or man do is that he works on the machine, which are essentially driven by electrical energy nowadays, and we process materials on the machines to manufacture the desired products. So, man deals with machine, man deals with materials and maybe many hazardous materials, and man deals with the different types of energies, basically the electrical energy, then steam, hot water, pneumatics, hydraulics, batteries and so on. So, when you deal with the machines, there are hazards of machines, so there are chances of injuries and death. When you deal with the hazardous materials, there is a problem of exposure to the materials if the exposure is beyond the limit, and so there is a impact on the health of the workers. And when you are using energy, it has got its own problems. While using electricity, you may be electrocuted, you might have shock, and there may be the fires because of the short circuits. Now, whatever the yellow triangle is shown in the graphic, that shows the immediate work environment. So, in this immediate work environment, the workers or the employees are exposed to the hazards in that particular immediate work environment. So, at some places there may be a lot of noise beyond limit. At some places there will be a lot of heat. Then there may be evolution of gases, fumes and smoke to which the operators are exposed. So, every immediate work environment has got its own hazards. The red portion shows the ambience of the factory, where there is a mix of hazards. So, you may have some smell, you may have the noise coming out of the noisy department, and you may have heat, or you feel the heat, or you are exposed to the fumes which are coming out of those particular departments. Now, you release different gases, fumes, may be obnoxious, may be hazardous, You let out steam and smoke into the outer environment. You let go the contaminated water in the water bodies, or you dump different types of wastes onto the ground. So in the outer environment you create the problem of degradation of the environment. So you might have understood probably how the problem of environment, health and safety is created because of the manufacturing activity, and how workers are exposed because of man, machine, material and energy interface. Now let us understand the factors influencing degree of severity of these three issues. Nowadays we use more and more complex machinery, transport facilities, etc. The type of machines we were using 100 years back, 50 years back, they were very primitive type. Now we have very big machines, combined machines, complex machines, having tremendous speeds, having a lot of automation, and so there are chances of injuries and death because of exposure to the mechanical problems. You process hazardous materials in chemical industries, having very big vessels, having very critical high temperature, high pressure, chemical reactions. There you are exposed to the hazardous chemicals, maybe sometimes beyond limits. Now the transport facility. Just think about the transport facility 50 years back. Nowadays we are having container ship having the size of 5 to 6 football grounds. You have the oil containers which carry millions of liters of oil through the sea. We are having aircrafts which may carry 500 to 700, 800 passengers, very big aircrafts, and carrying tons of loads of goods. If you consider trains, there are thousands of trains plying and crisscrossing throughout the countries, carrying lakhs of passengers. We are having the trucks which are plying on the roads, having the capacity of 25 tons to 30 tons. So it is a big issue because of this complex machinery, big machinery, transport facilities and so on. By that the severity of the problem is increased. Now we use various types of energy sources and its heavy consumption. We consume millions of electrical units per day, and our hunger for the consumption of the electricity is growing day by day. Apart from that, as I said, we use different types of energy sources like hot water, steam, number of batteries, pneumatics, hydraulics on a very large scale. We are processing flammables, toxic or corrosive chemicals, sometimes radioactive materials. Not only that, we transport these materials and we store these materials in a very large quantity. Fourthly, that because of this industrialization, Mostly the factories are situated in the city areas, and so there is a migration from villages to the city area on a very large scale. More number of people are now working in industry, so there are sociological changes. Now these workers either may be trained or untrained, they may be skilled or unskilled. This rapid urbanization and increase in the population density of industrial areas and cities have created their own problems, particularly the sociological problems. Because of these factors, the safety and health of the industrial workers is jeopardized. At the same time, due to industrial pollution, not only the living world but total environment is affected at large. Now let us try to understand how the problem of safety is omnipresent and all pervasive through these graphics. Again, there is a triangle. At three vertices, one vertex is workplace, second vertex is outside, third vertex is home. Now you know that a normal working person spend about 40 to 50% of his 24 hours, that is the day, at workplace. He spend around 10 to 20%, that is 2 to 3 hours maximum, at outside. He spend around 30 to 40%, that is 6 to 8 hours, at home, and around 10 to 20% time, that's 1 hour or 2 hours, goes in shuttling around from home to workplace, from workplace to home, or to outside, to marketplace, or to bazaar, etc. As we are at workplace around 10 to 12 hours, and as we are exposed to various hazards at the workplace, it is of great importance because maximum time we spend there, and we are exposed to n number of hazards at the workplace, and so it has created a problem of industrial safety. Now when we are at home, we use numerous gadgets at home. Just try to list out the gadgets you use in your daily life. Around minimum 20 to 25 gadgets are being used, like gas stove for cooking, then washing machine, TV, freeze, the mixer, grinder, or food processor, and so on. Now in city areas, we reside in high rising buildings. So these buildings have their own problems. So this exposure to the different gadgets and living in the high rising building has created a problem of home safety. Now we may be at a public place like bazaar or mall or auditorium. There may be a chances of stampede, there may be a chance of fire, and some places have their own typical problems. So there is a problem of public safety. As discussed, we use various types of transport systems to travel and to ship the goods. At the time of last slide, I discussed about it at length. So it creates the problem of transport or road safety. So anywhere you go, the problem of safety is omnipresent and it is all pervasive, that is, it is for all 24 hours, 7 days of a week and 365 days of a year. So as we have seen that the problem of safety is all pervasive, that means that though safety is important for industries, it is to be observed in all sectors of life, as accidents can take place anywhere from bathroom to boiler room, on the road, in the air, at the sea, at the playground, or in school or colleges. So friends, please give attention to safety in all sectors of your life. So friends, through these slides, we try to understand basically what is the problem of environment, health and safety, and how the problem of safety is omnipresent and all pervasive. So thank you very much friends for watching this discourse. I request you to resume viewing and switch on to discourse 2, in which we will try to learn some important definition in industrial safety. Friends, please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to channel. Thank you.